We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tennessee Titans. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Brewer. That one's taken in by Spears. Stopped at the 20-40-yard line after a gain of 5.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12. Back to throw. Brewer. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. To start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, this this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Ryan Wright now. Back deep is Tutu Atwell. Fielded just inside the 30. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
Go, take it to the house.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here, 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Winston now from the 50. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And now off to the races down the right side.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Stover. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? players, how about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Brewer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Stover. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brewer. A shot downfield for Burks. And that's going to be incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Brewer. Well, that'll be incomplete. But it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the bootleg. Stover. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Sheds off the tackle. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off the play fake. Stover. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sideline.
and 10 at the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. The Spears with another carry. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears. 41 yards. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll go with the Bucs as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Stover. That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10. Just missed that one.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They give to Achane on the option.
And he gets it down to the 32.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the trap.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Operating from the gun.
Brewer. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over the 1st down 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
A give, running right, Achane.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Off-play action. Stover. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game.
16, Titans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Back to throw. Stover. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the move to his left. For the left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. Off the play fake. Stover, they'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Brewer.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hand off to Spears.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stick.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Off play action. Stover. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And
he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Brewer. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On 1st and 10, Brewer. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
At the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Stover. And going deep for Hill.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Why you swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't school? With either pick. It was terrible, awful, seriously just disgraceful. Let's go.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Titans.
De'Ami Brown.
64 yards.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Stover now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Connecting with Hill.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Wide. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Taken right around the 44. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 5-yard line.
Here's first down.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
The city always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.